Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 54 of Direwolf20's Let's Play OceanBlock series. Huzzah! Where today, you know what I'd like to do? I'd like to try and make the Draconic Energy Orb. I'd like to see what that's all about, because that sounds fun. In previous, versions of Minecraft, it was super fun to build one of these. Now, currently we have a decent amount of RF coming in. Because I disabled last episode a couple of my seed planters, and I think we only have 1 or 2 running at the moment, we're okay. But having 4 of these running is a bad time. Like, we're not capable of handling 4 of these at a time, right? Because if we look at the Power Pots mod, we can see, does it tell me the RF cost of this? It really doesn't. It might tell me in the quest book. Where even is it? Mystical Agriculture? No. Miscellaneous? Probably. Yeah. 350,000 RF per tick. It's a lot. Also 80% faster, though, so that's nice. Yeah, buddy. So long story short, it's super fast and super good, but also super expensive by way of costing. So what we want to do is basically amp up power gen and power storage so that we can have more and more of these power pots as more and more needs arise. Because if we're going to get into the end game, which is my goal, at least to get there and start doing some of this stuff. We'll see how tedious it becomes. Usually when we get to this point in mod packs, they're tedious. And Dyer doesn't like tedious. He gets bored of tedious, and then he doesn't want to do it. But let's see how it goes in this pack. It may not be bad, especially if we can quickly get the creative vending upgrade, because if we get one of these, that would be cool. If we got 2 of these, it would be even cooler. I wonder if you can put creative vending upgrades in a drawer with creative vending upgrades in them. Because that would mean you just have unlimited amounts of everything at that point, right? Pretty sure that's true. Anyway, we'll figure it all out, right? I mean, that doesn't look bad either. Some ultimate bins, creative storage upgrade, which, yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Lots of things. Lots of things to consider. Lots of things to consider. I mean, we'll, yeah. There's going to be a lot, right? But we definitely need to get, a healthy amount of stuff. Oh, we're going to have to kill the Gaia Spirit. And look at how many Chaos Shards we need. Goodness gracious, I should save my Chaos Shards that I have. Pretty sure we have a decent amount of them, though. So yeah, we should be fine. We'll figure it out. Anyway, what I wanted to do today was the energy pylon, right? So let's take a look at that. So if we look at Draconic Evolution, there's the dislocators, generator, mob grinder, energy transfuser. We checked that out already. The mob spawners, the potentiometer has always been nice. The draconic chest is work in progress. I think we have particle generator on autocraft already. Is that true? Yes, it is. We also have energy core stabilizer on autocraft, which is nice. We've got the dislocation normalization field projector prevents items dropped within 5 blocks from being collected by item dislocators. Oh, that's cool. Flux gate, fluid gate, draconium infused obsidian. This stuff we've already made. The energy core, I'm pretty sure, is what we want. Now I forget if it's like a single block or if we need a 3x3x3 of it. Kind of forget how the energy core works. Energy core stabilizers, I remember we need 3x3x1 on 4 sides for tier 5 and up. You know what? I remember now. You have to surround this with certain stuff, right? So I think if we make this, we'll see what needs to go into it. And then there's all this stuff. Energy pylons are for getting energy in and out of the energy orb, so we want those. The reactor stuff we'll look at in the future. Because remember, reactors explodey. Reactor bad, explosion if bad. So we might want to do that in the compact machine. Because compact machines are in this pack, right? Definitely. Sweet. So that might be a compact machine build, if we can fit it in one. Which I think we can. We'll find out. Anyway, energy core. Shouldn't be a problem. Boop, 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 boop. Lickety split, easy peasy. We've got an energy core. So what I said when I first made this building is we would build our energy core on top of it. And because I had 16 blocks in my inventory, that's, what I decided to do. Cool. So build guide inactive, tier 1 energy core. This looks very familiar to how it used to be before. So active build guide, right? So tier 1 energy core is literally just the energy core, right? Tier up, tier 2, invalid. Is the build guide working? Because I ain't seen a build guide. That has me a little concerned. Advanced stabilizer is required for tier 5. I'm a little concerned that you're not rendering the build guide. And I'm also concerned that the thing doesn't exist. I'm curious, is this even implemented yet? I assume it is, because most things in Draconic that said they're not implemented yet, or not fully implemented yet, have that work in progress tag on them. So I'm assuming this is in. Is there a way to find out? Shift right click doesn't do anything, right click doesn't do anything. Just tells me I'm missing redstone blocks, which I know. I'm well aware. How are we for redstone-y stuff, by the way? I might want to throw redstone into, like, the make a ton of this stuff thing. I might. Yeah, make a bunch of redstone for a minute, because I feel like we're going to need a lot of redstone blocks. So what I might do is assume that the energy core structure works the same way as it did before. And we'll go from there. Is that fair? So I'm going to go look up what the energy core used to need for different tiers. Probably going to go tier 7 because I've never felt like tier 8 was necessary. And we'll see what happens, right? So if we tier up to tier 7, I'd really love it if you showed me things, like rendered the build guide. It's a bummer that it's not rendering. All right, according to my Google, at least previous versions of this mod pack, or of this mod, we need for tier 7, 36 energy core stabilizers, 210 draconium blocks, and 328 blocks of redstone. So 328 start. Looks like we have enough redstone, so that's cool. Draconium, we need 210 blocks. We have enough draconium. And energy core stabilizers, we need 36. We have enough of that. Sweet. So that's that. Redstone blocks are crafting. Draconium blocks are on their way. Coming along pretty nicely. Alright, 210 on the draconium blocks. Redstone, we're getting there-ish. 184 was not the number, was it? Was 184 what I need? No, 328 blocks of redstone. Are you done? Because you should be making more than that. 328 was the blocks of redstone. Also, for tier 8, we need 378 awakened draconium blocks. Probably possible, right? But, you know. It's funny. Did I ask for 184, or did it just, like, overflow the amount of crafting it needed to do? I'm not sure. Okay, so I need 16 more? 328 is what I said, yes? Yes. Alright, so now if I told you to assemble core... I do love that it auto-builds. Remember how painful it was to have to build the core? Like, by hand? Remember that? Remember there was, like, an FTB speedrun pack where, like, one of the things was to build, like, a tier 8 energy cord? And, like, one of the things that took the longest to do was actually build the tier 8 energy core, because it was just such a huge building endeavor. Doing it by hand was the worst, for sure. Alright, cool. Well, that wasn't so bad. I did not math that at all. Let's decide how far away we want these to be. How about 6? Does that sound cool? And remember, this links up with the core, and we want a 3x3 on each side. Sweet. That still works. Excellent. I don't think there's an exact placement required. I think it's just, you know, it's X blocks away or something like that. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. Stabilizers valid, core valid, activate? Oh, yeah. That is awesome. All right, cool, cool, cool. Let's deactivate him for a minute. So what we're going to bring down here, let's do 6 blocks down. Right? And this is where we're going to want the energy pylons, which is how you basically get energy in and out of the whole thing. So you're going to go here. I think you hit him with an empty hand or something to toggle there. That looks like energy in. How do I switch you? Do. That tile cannot receive energy on that side. How do I toggle you between energy in and energy out mode? Maybe this has to be activated before I can toggle it? It's possible. Are you connected, by the way? I have no idea. Let's get a flux point, and let's just put him on the direwolf network. I mean, he's dumping energy in. He's getting power. He's doing something. How do we toggle him to output mode? .006% full. I forget exactly, you know, but it's awesome, right? How do we toggle energy pylons? Let me see here. Oh wait, don't we have to put a glass block here? Yes, and then we can toggle it. There we go. You right click the blue orb. That's how it works. That's how it works. Now we're cooking. And then you... Alright, good. Good times, I guess. Sweet. So what we should do is transfer power. Basically, we want to have the generators that are putting power in. So you're only emptying now, right? We want to add the generators point to here. And he should be dumping his power into that guy. That's it. I forgot the glass block. Do you know how long it's been since I've done this? Somebody probably does know. I don't. But I know it's probably been years. So the fact that I did most of this by memory is pretty good. All right. Hey, we got almost 1 billion RF. Sweet. Plus 1 million OP per tick. AKA RF per tick. Right? Now you... What we're probably going to want to do is that. So that's going to kill our whole environment, right? Like wireless, no transmitter in range, right? Everything has shut down. But I do this. Am I doing this backwards? Why do I feel like this is backwards? Because shouldn't you be the plug? You're the point. Oh, wait. Where's my plug? Yeah. Nope, it's right. It's right. I just placed the wrong one. There you go. Boom. And disable limit is on, so he's dumping out at a pretty high rate of speed. He's recharging everybody's internal buffer. So look, we can see the net status of it, right? How long it's going to take to fill up or empty out. That's kind of cool. So this thing will last about 10 or 12 hours on its current, you know. That's neat. Look at it go. Now, the only other thing I will do is I would like another plug, if you don't mind. But not on the generators network. Well, yes, on the generators network. Output to the generators network, would you? You're emptying now, right? Output 6.5 million RF a tick, because you have disable limit on. And you should be receiving 7.5 million RF a tick with your disable limit. You're filling up nice and quick. So at this rate, is it going to take 4.5 days to fill this up? Basically, I think that's how that means. But, I mean, obviously, we're not going to be getting 6.5 million RF a tick. This is just emptying its internal buffer. And 6.5 million RF a tick, remember, is the max based on the statistics of the output. This would dump faster if we had more providers and whatnot in there. But no, because we don't need this induction matrix anymore. This thing's going to empty out and then be no longer any use to anybody. Cool? I like it. I like it. I think it's cool. Can't believe I forgot about the glass bit, though. Dyer, please. All right, just wanted to catch on camera here the moment that we completely drained out our energy. So we're going to have that moment happen any moment. See what I mean? 6.5 million RF a tick. Here goes nothing. Goodbye, energy. Boom. Empty. Done. No longer need you. You can probably just not even exist anymore. But on the same token, meh, it doesn't hurt to keep it there. So now we're chilling with 16 billion-ish. We can see very clearly what our overall transfer rate is. And it's not great. If I'm being honest, it's not great. With 3 of these running, it's too much. It's too much, friends. I should remove redstone. Now, if I take redstone seeds out, that should make things groovy again. All right, so that's neat. 4 or 5 days to fill this thing up. Not bad. Now, if I made this a tier 8, it would be ridiculously more stupid. But tier 8's just not necessary. But maybe we'll do it at some point, right? If we get to the point where we have stupid amounts of power gen and we're filling this up, then maybe I'll upgrade it to tier 8. But I make no promises. Got it? So, hey, Draconic Energy Orb. Looking good, right? Doesn't it look cool? I love this thing. This is absolutely one of my favorite things. All right, so next up, we've got a lot of uraninite. So I'm considering if I want to do the reactors, right? Let's see. Just curious, like, how ridiculous do they get, I guess, is the question, right? So I guess the nitro reactor has a maxed extract of 800,000 RF per tick. Generation factor 5.4 thousand RF a tick. So does that mean it generates 5.4 thousand RF a tick? Because if that's all, then it's not worth doing, I don't think. Maybe I should single player test world this thingy. We could pop out, jump into a test world, and see how this works out. Maybe? Maybe? Couldn't hurt to try. So, like, let's cheat our way into a reactor and just see, like, how ridiculous we can get the RF gen and decide if it's worth doing, you know, when comparing to the fact that we have a million RF a tick generator. So if we can get something that's in the hundreds of thousands of RF a tick, worth doing. If it's in the tens of thousands of RF a tick, probably not. So I'm going to say probably around 100,000 is my cutoff for worth doing. So you can see I've got like a good old test world here with all the things. I'll keep you because you're nice to have. Is there anything else I really need besides maybe this? That should be cool. All right, so let's enable cheats. Boom. Perfect. Okay. Now, as I recall, we want some dry ice, right? So that's going to be an important piece of this, which, by the way, we can energize from blue ice, which we can get from pure daisies, or we can compress packed ice in the press, right? And packed ice we can get from ice essence. So definitely a way to automate dry ice. Cool. I remember us wanting redstone. That does something. I forget. And then we want coal. I remember that being an important part of this thing. And then uraninite. And then what I'm going to want... Is it just uraninite that goes in there? Oh, yeah, it is. Cool. All right, so what are we generating? 60-ish thousand RF a tick. Now let's simulate the fact that there would be energy extract here. So let's dump you just into an energy trash can so that you keep empty, because I think it generates more RF a tick. Why are you generating so slow? Why do you keep going down on your generation factor? Is it the heat? Is it the heat? I might need to read the power book, because that's getting pretty hot, even though we have dry ice in there. So let me flip through the power manual. and just see. So I'm showing you guys like a little behind the scenes here. Generally, I do this kind of stuff off camera so that I can like come into the episode knowing what's up. Maybe today's episode, it's a little fun for you guys to see behind the scenes. Like, how does Dyer do this? Like, what's my process? My process is if I don't know a mod, I do it in a test world like this, and we mess with it a little bit. So generators, reactor, you need that, you need that. Boop, 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 boop. Heats up, causing it to consume fuel faster and generating less RF a tick. So you need to cool it down using coolant like water. Oh wait, should we add water to it? I might not have added water to it. Let's get water. Let's get a creative tank of water. And then we can get an ultimate pipe. And then we want mechanisms wrench doohickey. Is that better? That seems better. Well, now you're still generating 30,000 RF a tick. So maybe it's going up. Is cool. Yeah, the temperature's going down now. Nice. I knew I was forgetting something. So now your generating power is going up. So let's see what happens when the temperature stabilizes and how much power we can generate out of this thing. I mean, at this point, I'm not loving it. I mean, and this is the top tier reactor, right? I'm pretty sure nitro is the one that requires nether stars. 100%. Yes, nitro is nether star, right? So, not terrible. Now, that said, did you just show me that there's nitro essence? That's cool. That's cool. Is there all forms of nitro essence? Like all, yeah, there's spirited essence, there's all that stuff. Okay, cool. So now that the temperature is down to 29C, we're generating 87,000 RF a tick. It's not bad. It's not bad. Is there a way we can amp this up? I'm going to say this 85,000 RF a tick is literally the exact borderline. I know I said about 100,000, but like, it's so close. I'm debating the worthiness of it. Because on one hand, these are really easy to spam, right? Like we can make like 10 of these, no problem. Like, or even a dozen or something, right? And that would rapidly get us a pretty good amount of stuff. The resources to keep it going, like it really uses these resources pretty slowly. So it takes a while to burn through a piece of coal and a piece of redstone. And the uraninite actually lasts for a pretty good time, right? Like, look how long it's taken to burn through this uraninite. Like, it lasts a while. And the dry ice also lasts a while. So, in terms of fuel to total RF ratio, this feels really good. In terms of RF per tick ratio, it's good. Don't get me wrong, in a pack that doesn't have OP forms of power gen, this would be an awesome reactor. 85,000 RF a tick is nothing to sneeze at. Just where we're at right now is it's good, but not like mind-blowingly amazing. And I know some of you are probably thinking, can't you tick accelerate it? I mean, number one, it's a multi-block. You probably have to tick accelerate the center block. Even if that wasn't the case, automating tick accelerating would be a challenge. We have the acceleration wand. I haven't decided if that's possible to tick accelerate things with. The only thing that it might allow me to tick accelerate with is the player interactor from this dude, the player simulator. So I mean, we could try it real quick and just see. Since I already have it set up, it wouldn't hurt to try. Let me just try this real quick and just see if I can't get it to. Do you tell me how much RF a tick you're? Not really. I'd like to know. Let's do this. Let's do this. Flux point. If we can automate tick accelerating, that could be cool. So you're going to be a plug. Sure. Disable limit. And then you're going to be a point. Shouldn't you be working? Oh. And then trash can. So 800,000 RF a tick because you're draining your internal buffer. And then it settles in on 80,000, right? So what we want to find out is if this number will go up, right? So around 88,000 is what we're producing right now. Cool. So let's do this. Let's do integrated dynamics real quick. Okay, so you're there. Click item. I'm pretty sure. So we're going to want variable cards, and we're going to want a portable logic programmer, and then we're going to want an acceleration wand. And then obviously the problem with the acceleration wand is keeping it powered, right? So that's going to be a thing. Do you not drain into you? Creative, you know what, draconic. You would think you would just work on filling things up. Okay. Thermal, do you have something for this? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to quickly set up this and this. You're going to be on here. You're going to be a low priority, like -10. All right, or 0. Okay. You're going to be a priority flux controller. I want you to have wireless charging enabled. Enable wireless, apply. And you're high priority. So there you go. And now you've... So the highest priority will be charging my stuff. Cool? All right. And then we just need to make a card out of you. So item block. This. Boom. So if I tell you to click on item, acceleration wand. If you have an acceleration wand, you'll click it. Maybe. I'm trying to see if this works. We might want to shift click it. Right click, right hand, continuous click, sneak. Let's re-enable wireless. I'm playing with some stuff. So it did something. Look, this is charged. He's doing something. He used some energy. Now I just need to tell this to ignore NBT and whatnot. Yes. So is this actually doing anything? It doesn't seem to be, right? Doesn't seem to be. So technically I think that's working, though. Technically I think that's working, though. Which is cool, and we might use it in the future. Though I think you should probably be set to, like, fastest mode, just to make sure. Are you doing anything? It doesn't seem like it, right? Now, it's possible we may need to get it to... I mean, I don't know if it matters, like, where we click this thing. I'm just gonna play with it for a few minutes off camera and see if, like, I can get it to work, right? I might try it here and, like, the bottom center. The bottom center might be a good place to test as well. If it's accessible from the outside, it's cool. I don't know if, you know, whatchamacallit would make sense here, entangled block, but, you know, something worth trying. Okay. So I'm going to try it in the bottom center first. So again, I want you to click this item that I told you about, but I want you to continuous click, sneak, check MBT off. So if your RF is going down, that means you're working. And you... Well now, nobody panic, but this is a thing. Nobody panic, but that's a thing here. We may have found something, folks. We may have found something. I think it's doing something. See how it's flickering? It's definitely not a steady, but it's like, yes? Can I make this click faster, like every tick or something like that? Is there a... Channel, round robin, blacklist, craft, right click, right hand, continuous click, sneak, check stack size, item transfer rate. I don't think that's it. Is there a way to speed this up? It might be on the overall block. Ticks per operation 1. That doesn't seem to be making a difference, does it? 2 ticks per operation? That seems to have made a difference. Oh my. Folks, we may have found something here. We may have stumbled upon something of unique interest. Now, the only other challenge is recharging the acceleration wand, which should be doable. How do we do this? How do we do this? How do we do this? I have an idea. Bear with me. It might be cool to use the energy transfuser. So what if I removed you? Okay. And then we put you... See how useful it is to go into a creative world like this? Because this would be a lot of effort to do in a non-cheaty world. Okay. All right. So you're going to be charge. Accepts powers from external sources. So if I did this... Oh, and I want you to have a high priority, right? Okay, cool. Now, what are the chances that I can get you to allow this to run? Because that's not doing nothing, right? We're also going to need more redstone and coal and whatnot. But if I can get this thing to access the item, that would be cool. Okay. So charge can be extracted when fully charged. Okay. Accepts power, accepts discharges to external discharges. Okay, that's cool. Why are you no longer working, though? Disabled. Charge. So can I not extract you? Or is there a sidedness to this? There might be a sidedness to this. Hold on. Is that doing something? Ooh. Nobody panic, but that's a thing. Nobody panic, but that's a thing that's happening right now. Are we seeing this? So the wand is staying here, right? And it's charging it, and it's keeping it charged, right? And that's a thing. That's like an 8 million RF a tick thing, if I'm reading that correctly. Right? We may have something here. This could be interesting. So creating this in a non-cheat world, 100% doable. So the only thing we would have to do is keep up the amount of coal and redstone. But like, I feel like that's doable, right? I mean, that's totally doable. And even without the redstone, it's still 6 million RF. It's just, you know, redstone's that much better. I think we have something here. I really do. I really do. So let's do this. Let's wrap up the episode here. We'll come back next time, and we'll see how sustainable we can make this whole setup in our actual legit world, right? So next episode, we'll be setting up something like this. We're going to have to tech up through power to get to the point where we can craft nitro tier stuff, but I think that's doable and shouldn't be too much of a problem. For now, Doll20 signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.